Imagine stepping into a room that feels like a gentle breeze. No more sweaty mornings and no more clunky vents. That's the promise of ductless mini splits. I used to dread the heat wave, watching the air conditioner hiss while my ceiling fan spun uselessly. One summer, I decided enough was enough, and I started looking for a smarter solution. The first step? Figure out how much cooling my home really needs. I learned that sizing is everything. The BTU load depends on square footage, ceiling height, insulation, and how many windows let the sun in. I plugged my numbers into an online calculator and rounded up to the next available size. Oversizing made my unit short cycle. Undersizing left me sweating. I also discovered that a professional manual J calculation gives you a more precise number, accounting for up to a 15% shift from insulation alone. Once I knew the load, I chose a system that matched both size and climate. I wanted one that could cool and heat, so I looked for models that reverse the refrigerant flow. I also wanted it quiet and efficient, so I read reviews for brands that use low global warming refrigerants. My budget let me go with a multi-zone unit, letting a single outdoor condenser serve several rooms. Before I could install anything, I had to prep the site. I chose a wall about 6 feet high for the indoor unit, keeping it away from direct sunlight and kitchen heat. For the outdoor condenser, I found a shaded, level spot with a concrete pad and at least 24 inches of clearance. I drilled a 3-inch hole to run the refrigerant line, drain pipe, and power cable. I made sure to shut off the power and gas before cutting, because safety always comes first. The actual installation felt more like an art than a job. I mounted the indoor bracket into the studs, hung the unit, and leveled it with a spirit level. I wrapped the refrigerant line in insulation to prevent condensation. I tightened the fittings with a torque wrench, then placed the outdoor unit on pad, checked clearance, and leveled it. The vacuum step is where the real magic happens. A professional vacuum pump pulls a deep vacuum through the line set, removing air and moisture that could corrode the system. After that, the technician charges the correct amount of refrigerant based on the line length and the manufacturer's spec. I sealed the wall opening with weatherproof sealant, keeping drafts out. I powered the system back on, pressed the remote, and watched the display confirm the temperature. I let it run through a full heating and cooling cycle, listening for smooth operation, checking airflow, and making sure the room reached the set point quickly. I inspected every electrical connection because a loose wire can be a fire hazard. I finally scheduled a maintenance visit. The crew at Worx Heating and Cooling gave me a post-install walkthrough and a 5-year parts warranty, plus optional annual tune-ups. They made sure I understood how to keep the system humming. Now, as I sit in my perfectly climate-controlled room, I realize the difference a well-installed ductless mini-split can make. It's not just about comfort. It's about reclaiming your home from the heat, the noise, and the high bills. Think about it. A single, quiet unit that cools, heats, and saves you money. That's the future of home comfort. Take a breath, picture the relief, and decide if you're ready to make the switch.